ToolKit allows you to create a tool in run mode, to monitor and edit values in a device, view alarms and events, and create trend charts. This type of tool is called a quick tool. Quick tools are useful for times when a full custom tool is not necessary, such as when debugging an application, or monitoring or troubleshooting a device with a unique application. In this tutorial, I will show you how to create, use, and save quick tools. Quick tools can only be created by connecting to a device. To create a quick tool, select the New Ribbon button on the main ribbon, then select the Quick Tool option from the drop-down. ToolKit prompts you with the connection pane. Select the communication protocol, the properties for the device you wish to connect to, and select the Connect button. ToolKit opens a new quick tool using the SID file for the connected device. When a quick tool is open, ToolKit displays a new Quick Tool ribbon tab, with functions unique to a quick tool. The left side of the main window contains a tabbed panel. The side panel contains a tab for page navigation, a tab with a tree of the parameters from the SID, a tab for the properties of the components, and a tab for page history navigation. Next to the side panel is the Quick Tool page that will show the appropriate visualization for the type of parameter added. To add a parameter to the Quick Tool, use the Parameter Tree view on the Parameters side tab. To navigate to the parameter name you wish to add to the page, click and drag the parameter or folder onto the page. You can also add parameters by selecting one or more parameters or folders in the parameter tree, and clicking the Add Selected button at the bottom of the Parameters tab. Or alternatively, you can double-click on a parameter or folder to add it to the page. Basic data types are displayed in a data grid. Each parameter is in its own row displaying the identifier of the row, the value of the parameter, the units defined in the SID file, the description, the help defined in the SID file, and the full parameter name. If a parameter is not compatible with the data grid, you will not be able to drag it on. Rows with an edit icon displayed indicate that the parameter is writable. To edit a parameter value, double-click in the value cell of the parameter row, which displays an editor for the value. Use the editor to change the parameter value. Each parameter data type supported by the data grid has an editor for changing values. Rows without an edit icon are read-only, and the parameter value cannot be changed. The properties of components in a quick tool can be edited using the Properties tab on the side panel. Select the component that you want to edit the properties for on the page. A list of properties will be displayed in the Property Editor. Edit the properties you wish to change. Some properties of data grid rows can be changed inline in the row. To edit the property in the row, double-click on the cell that you wish to modify and edit the property in the cell. Some properties, like the units, cannot be edited if they are defined in the SID file. The data grid columns' width, order, and visibility can be edited to fit user preferences. See the ToolKit help for more information on data grid columns configuration. Data grid rows can be cut, copied, pasted, deleted, and reordered. To cut or copy and paste a row, select the row in the data grid. Select the Cut or Copy button on the Quick Tool ribbon. Go to the Data Grid page to paste the row, and select the Paste button on the Quick Tool ribbon. You can also right-click on the row and use the context menu to cut, copy or paste a row, or you can use the standard keyboard shortcuts. To delete a row, select the row in the data grid, and select the Delete button on the Quick Tool ribbon. To reorder rows, select the row in the data grid, and select the Move Up or Move Down buttons on the Quick Tool ribbon. Rows can be added to groups that are displayed together in data grid. To add a row to a group, click on the row in the data grid. In the Properties tab of the side panel, modify the group property name of the row. If you do not want a row to be in a group, set the group property name to an empty string. Many rows can be added to a group at once. First, select the rows by holding down the Control key while selecting each row. Then change the group property. Groups are displayed in the data grid in alphabetical order. A quick tool may contain one or more pages. To add another page to a quick tool, click the Add Page button on the Quick Tool ribbon. You can then add components to the new page. To add a trend chart page to a quick tool, click the Add Trend Chart button on the Quick Tool ribbon. You can then add parameters to the trend chart from the Parameters tab on the side panel. Navigating pages can be done using the navigation bar above the ribbon. You can use the Pages combo box to select the page, or use the Page History navigation buttons. You can also use the Pages tab or Page History tab on the side panel to navigate to a page. To reorder the pages in a quick tool, click the Pages tab of the side panel, select the page to be moved, and then select the Move Page Up or Move Page Down button on the Quick Tool ribbon. To delete a page in a quick tool, click the Pages tab of the side panel, select the page to be deleted, and then select the Delete Page button on the Quick Tool ribbon. To add parameters to a new trend chart from the parameters displayed in a data grid page, right-click on the parameter row, and select the Add to Trend menu item. To add parameters to an existing trend chart from the parameters displayed in a data grid page, right-click on the parameter row, select the Add to Existing Trend menu item, and select the trend chart to add the parameter to. Saving a quick tool requires the advanced license version of ToolKit. Please see the ToolKit help file for more information on licensing ToolKit. To save a quick tool, click the Save or Save As button on the main ribbon. To open a quick tool, click the Open button on the main ribbon. Select the quick tool to be opened. ToolKit prompts you with the connection pane. Select the communication protocol and properties for the device you wish to connect to, and select the Connect button. ToolKit opens the quick tool using the SID file for the connected device. Quick Tools supports lookup tables. To add a two-dimensional lookup table to a quick tool, select the Add Page button on the Quick Tool ribbon. Navigate to a two-dimensional lookup table parameter in the parameter tree, and add it to the page. Two-dimensional lookup tables are displayed along with a two-dimensional chart. The chart displays the table values using a single series line chart, where the series points correspond to the output array values, and the scale of the chart represents index array values. The chart also displays the current operating point using a colored ellipse. Table values can be edited using the table, and output array values can also be edited using the chart. Editing output array values in the chart can be done using the mouse or the keyboard. To use the mouse, click on the data point in the chart you wish to edit. The data point will highlight to indicate it is selected. Drag the data point up or down with the mouse. When dragging to the range limit of the array, the data point will stop at the range limit. To use the keyboard to edit the output array values, click on the data point to be edited. Edit the value by pressing the up or down arrow keys for coarse adjustment. Hold the Control key down while using the up or down arrow keys for fine adjustment. You can move the selection of the editing data point by using the left and right keys on the keyboard. For more information on working with two-dimensional lookup tables, please see the Toolkit help. The Properties tab can be used to edit the attributes of the lookup table or chart components. To edit the properties, click anywhere on the table or chart, and the Properties tab will show the available properties. To add a three-dimensional lookup table to a quick tool, select the Add Page button on the Quick Tool ribbon. Navigate to a three-dimensional lookup table parameter in the parameter tree and add it to the page. Three-dimensional lookup tables are displayed along with a three-dimensional chart. The chart displays the table values as well as the current operating point. Three-dimensional table values can only be edited using the table. You can change the orientation of a three-dimensional chart using the property grid, the keyboard, or by clicking and dragging the mouse on the chart. The output array scale of the 3D chart can be changed by clicking and dragging on the heat map below the chart. The layout of the 3D lookup table page can be flipped to accommodate different size tables. To change the layout, click on the Flip Layout ribbon button. Please see the Toolkit help for more information on the three-dimensional chart properties. The Properties tab can be used to edit the attributes of the lookup table or chart components. To edit the properties, click anywhere on the table or chart and the Properties tab will show the available properties. To add an alarms and event status to a quick tool, select the Add Page button on the Quick Tool ribbon. Navigate to an alarms and event parameter in the parameter tree and add it to the page. The alarms and events are displayed in a data grid form. Alarms and events can be monitored, exported, and reset. The Properties tab can be used to edit the attributes of the event status component. To edit the properties, click anywhere on the event status and the Properties tab will show the available properties. To add a logic manager to a quick tool, select the Add Page button on the Quick Tool ribbon. Navigate to a logic manager parameter in the parameter tree and add it to the page. Changes to the logic manager are only applied after clicking on the Commit button. The Properties tab can be used to edit the attributes of the logic manager component. To edit the properties, click anywhere on the logic manager and the Properties tab will show the available properties. Quick Tool components support all the color themes available in Toolkit. To change the color theme in Toolkit, select the Options button on the Tools ribbon tab, and change the color theme in the Options dialog. As you can see, all the components support each color theme. When a quick tool is disconnected, you will not be able to add new parameters to pages. I hope this tutorial helped you understand how to create, use, and save quick tools. Please see the Toolkit help for more information on working with quick tools.